All right, gonna start streaming. Hey everybody. Um, just making sure that this is working, and it looks like it is. All right, so I am gonna start. So this piece right here is what I shared on Facebook and Twitter today, and it's one of the series that I'm working on. Usually I do them in groups of 9, but because there's a lot of people that I want to honor for this particular series, I'll probably do more than 9. So far I have this one, and I have them all in the same Photoshop file because I want to make sure that they all kind of work together. And they're so simple that they don't really bog down Photoshop that much. And so then there's this one, and so then I have a few more kind of sketched out already. I'm going to start with this one. So because I've been doing this for so much, I have kind of a template that I can work from. I have this border already that's there for me to kind of see how she fits in the frame. And then I sketched this out this afternoon in blue pencil. And so I'm going to bring the opacity down a little bit so I can still see it, but I can draw over it and add another layer. And then I use an organic inker. All right. That might be too close. So usually what I do is I start with a line width that's all kind of the same width, and I go back and add a little variation later on. Just gonna move this over here, hold on. There we go. Um, I was talking. Can she? Yeah. Hopefully people can hear me. Thanks, Brandy. I have not really. I've had a lot of suggestions, and I know I'm going to do like grocery store worker and postal worker and delivery. And I asked for some suggestions on Facebook, so I haven't had a chance to go through and look at them. What's for dinner tonight? Maybe chicken. We still have leftover pizza. Brandon, are you able to get it working?
I can talk to you on Discord, but no, I can't get it to work. You can hear me on Discord.
I can hear you on Discord. I don't know if they can hear you.
Can chat hear me on Discord? Having all kinds of new issues.
With Twitch? I mean, with your...
Yeah, with the OBS Streamlabs, it's just not picking up any data. That's alright. Figure it out.
Now your Discord's kind of cutting in and out. I heard you say that you could be moderator, but I don't know if they did.
I said, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can be the moderator if you'd like.
Well, usually...
Brandy pointed out that I should set up the chat, get notifications on your screen like I get them on mine.
Oh. Usually I watch TV while I work, so if you want to tell me a story or something.
I don't know about that. I'll tell you the story about how I can't get this to work.
Yeah.
It's pretty short. I loaded it up and it didn't work. And I don't know what's wrong. And that's the end. To be continued.
Maybe you need a new computer.
Definitely new computer. Randy says my CPU is hurts. Feels bad.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's bad.
It's like the brain of your computer.
If
she
that's...
says mine doesn't have a good brain.
That's sad. If that's the brain of your computer, what is the heart of your computer?
She says to steal yours when you're not looking.
Hey.
The heart of your computer. Computers don't have hearts. They're cold machines.
Mine has a heart.
Where's your heart?
I'm not telling you. You'll come steal it, apparently.
Randy says the power supply is the heart. I have a good power supply. Just not a good brain. What you drawing?
A healthcare worker.
It's pretty.
Actually, right now I'm drawing a lot of hair.
Looks nice.
Thanks. This is my favorite part. It's very relaxing.
Brandy's asking what we did today.
This. A lot of this.
No?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was drawing.
Oh, groceries came. We hooked up the
Groceries
freezer.
came. Oops.
Took care of OB.
That's a big job.
Lots of pets. Took down the bird feeder because the squirrel is too aggressive.
Yep.
What'd you do today?
You're asking Brandy, right?
I'm asking whoever wants to answer. Brandy worked. She edited the Daily Bubble.
Oh, I love the Daily Bubble. Jeff texted me last night and wanted my recipe for mac and cheese.
Oh, really? Did
Yep.
you give it to him?
I did. I didn't even have to go look at the sheet. I've made it so much I could just rattle it right off.
Nice. Did he make it?
That was last night because Amanda was going grocery shopping today. So she wanted to make sure they had all of the stuff. I'm assuming they didn't make it yet because I haven't actually told them how to make it. I just told them what ingredients.
What they needed.
Yeah.
Brandy says today Seymour teaches you to make a lorikeet from a paper bag. And next she's packing up pins.
Nice. Which pins?
Karen asks which pins. Oh wait, I don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to do that. So I just took off the blue sketch layer from underneath, and now I'm going to go in and make the lines look a lot nicer. Right now they're all the same. And usually one of the first things I do is add a thicker, darker layer around the outside, the whole outside, which is something I stole from Art Nouveau illustrators. What did we just ask, Brandy?
What pins?
Oh,
she's
right.
packing up. They're called no thank you.
Nice. No, thank you. I wanted everybody to be able to see what you were working on.
It doesn't look like much right now, so it's not a big loss.
No, I'm super excited about it.
We probably shouldn't have saved this until the last minute to try to figure out, but I think we can get it working next time. If you want to do it.
Definitely.
No music?
I could not get my iTunes to work. Why don't you put music on? That would be perfect.
I can't play music.
It wouldn't pick it up on Discord?
No, not the way we're doing it. Brandy's making song requests now. The Puppy Song by Harry Nilsson, which is what she requested.
I don't even know what that song is. What is that song?
It's a sad song about dog. I forget how it goes now.
Mm.
I didn't recognize it when she requested it, and I played it, and I was like, oh. She says it's from You've Got Mail.
Oh, I love that movie. Don't cry, shop girl. What are you doing right now?
Still trying to figure this out. I have a sneaking suspicion that Discord is making it all wonky. So I'm gonna leave for just a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. One of the things I'm doing right now is kind of going in and making sure that not only am I adding kind of thinner lines, making sure all the lines meet up, there are no little gaps or everything's kind of clean.
I'm back.
Hey,
It didn't.
didn't work?
No, which is weird. About to give up today. Somebody, Zombie Bunny, is asking what computer/tablet do you use for this?
Zombie Bunny. I use a Cintiq tablet. I think it's 30. Do you remember what this is? Is it a 34, 32 inch?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's 32.
I mean, it's a beast.
Maybe.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Because I tried to use a tablet. I couldn't, like a long time ago, like one of those little ones. What are those called again?
Intuos?
Yeah. And I couldn't get over the disconnect of drawing in one place and having it on the screen. And then I work really big. I like to do kind of big sweeping lines and be able to get really in here. And so for me, it works best to have as big a screen as I can. And then I'm using Photoshop. I've had a lot of people always think I use Illustrator, but I can't use Illustrator to save my life. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Zombie Bunny says, have you ever used a Lenovo Yoga? I'm trying to find a good tablet or computer for drawing.
I've heard of that one. I've never used it. I've heard good things about it. I've heard other artists have used it. It's kind of it's a little bit more affordable version of a Cintiq, I think. I won a drawing contest in 2011, I think, which let me buy a Cintiq, and then I've never tried anything else after
Yeah, I
that.
think you're thinking of something else, because that's what I immediately thought of first too. But it looks like the yoga is a ThinkPad. It's like what you had, where it's like a tablet that you can write on.
I mean, I feel like it depends on your style of drawing too. Some people would never need this big thing because they don't draw as big as other. I don't like. I feel like it really just depends on what you need. I guess if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I would look to see if it has the pressure sensitivity too, because that's super important. And a lot of
Yeah.
tablets don't. It's either on or off.
Yeah. So that's definitely like for this line right here, I need to if I like barely touch it nice and thin, and then I can just push down and have it be nice and thick.
Well, Karen also uses the iPad with the pencil, which is if you're looking for something that's portable, that's not bad, right?
Yeah, the iPad Pro is good. I really love that for it being portable. I can't quite get into the details like this, like I do, like these getting really in here on the lines, but I've done some finished work on that before. Almost done with the line work. Oh, I forgot this whole section up here. All right. I just found a spot right over here.
That's weird. It just started working on my thing, and I don't know what I did.
Nice.
Is that nice?
Yeah. So now you can live stream too.
No,
Yeah.
because I don't know why it's working. Zombie Bunny says, awesome, thank you. I'll look into it more.
Nice.
I do like the size of your tablet. Is it independent of a computer? I've never used a tablet before. I have light tables, etc. I'm a bit ignorant when it comes to these things.
So it's like having a third. Well, I have. It's like having another screen. Yeah, it's a. So you can kind of. I can turn it up like this. I'm trying to see if it. I have it on an arm. Because it's really heavy. And basically just rests on here. That you can get ones that are smaller than this. And so it's just another screen. And when I'm not drawing on it, I can use it like to put movies on or anything like that. Like a piece of hair or something. So you're going to draw?
No, because I still can't figure it out. Now it's capturing the audio from your stream.
All right.
She says, okay, or Zombie Bunny says, okay, cool. So like HDMI. Sorry, it entered. I think it's got a proprietary connection, doesn't it? Or is it HDMI?
Oh, you know, I don't know even what that is. That's a
Yeah, I
question
mean,
for
it's
you.
similar to HDMI. It might not be HDMI, but it's something similar, some kind of display input.
All right, I just added a bunch of layers over here.
Lauren Galaxy says, I didn't know you streamed. Hi.
Hi. I never really did this before. It's just now with no conventions to go to. We're trying it out, but it is definitely takes some getting used to.
Lauren Galaxy says it's Lauren
Oh,
Galaxy.
hey. I didn't know you were on Twitch too. Lighter blue.
Zombie Bunny says thank you for it, though. It's nice to see your work.
Oh, thanks. Another layer.
Lauren says, I love the platform. This is so cool.
I don't know if I love the platform yet. It's definitely Brandon's better at it than I am. I still feel kind of. I feel awkward about it. Hearing myself talk. Somewhere in here, one of these layers, I have the background that I can steal. There's one. Can't remember what colors I've used already. Let's use that for now. So, excuse me, in my rush to get some color on there, I forgot this step.
Lauren says, I feel like you will have the cutest emotes when you get affiliated. And then I salute says, this is absolutely fascinating to watch. I love it.
Nice.
Sorry, I butchered your name.
All right, so I just erased that part of the border, and I can, there. And then I'm going to go back in, and because that line is so thick, that border line, I'm going to kind of, oops, it's the wrong color. Go ahead and thicken this border up a little bit. So Brandon, you've been working towards becoming the affiliate. Are those, you've made your own gifts though, like,
No, she's talking about emotes that people, I'm assuming, can use in chat, but I haven't really researched what that does. I'm assuming when you become an affiliate, you unlock a whole bunch of different things that you can give people. Which you'll become an affiliate, no problem, if you stream. I think you have to stream a certain number of hours in the first 30, or within 30 days.
all right. So because her hair, there's a lot going on up here, if I kind of add some darker lines and section it off, it's a little easier to see. That's what I'm doing right now. So it's not too much for your eye to look at. There we go. That one right there. There. Okay. And let's go back to the color. So I just put the color in kind of messy right now, and I still don't know if I love that those colors, but I don't have to decide what they're going to be right now. What I'm going to do first is go in and just clean this up a little bit. So Brandon, when you're you don't usually watch anything when you're working, but you listen to music. If you were listening to like a soundtrack when you're working and then you come back to that piece like the next day, do you all of a sudden start hearing that soundtrack in your head? Or is that just me?
That's definitely not me, but that's interesting.
So when I started working on some of these sketches this morning, this one in particular, I decided to go back and start rewatching Supernatural from the beginning. And now all I can think about is the episodes that I watched today, just because I'm looking at this piece.
That makes sense. Somebody Bunny asks if you prefer digital to Copics.
Do I prefer it? No. It's just different. It's just I can do different things with each one. I don't know if I would say I prefer it though. Do you prefer digital to painting like you do?
Me? I don't know. It depends on the day of the week. It is a lot more convenient. It's nice to just get into the art and not have to like set up, like, get your Copics out or get your watercolors out or get your paints all ready, your brushes all clean.
Yeah, I'd say it's only frustrating when all of a sudden the computer stops working or Photoshop crashes or...
Yeah.
It's just definitely a different look. I'm a lot looser with the Copics.
Oh, bees on my desk right now.
Oh. Thought I heard a big thud.
As someone who uses Copics, what do you say is the shelf life of them, and what start to dry or start drying?
Um, I've had some of my Copics for years, and they haven't been drying out on me. When they do dry out, when I've used them too much, I have bought replacement ink and tried to pour it into the Copics, and usually I just end up making a huge mess. But what I do is I keep the dried out ones and I use them as to dry brush sometimes, because I feel like even when they're dried out, there's still a little bit in there and they're good to blend. So I tend not to throw them away even when they are pretty much done. So I have a lot. I have a problem when it comes to Copics. I collect a lot. I have a lot of them. I had to stop working with Copics as much as I used to because I got some carpal tunnel going on, and for some reason working digitally doesn't bother me as much as working with the Copics. I don't know if it's because I hold the tablet pen a little looser than I do especially when I'm inking. Like traditionally using ink pens, I tend to hold the pens really tight.
That's interesting.
You're interesting. But I'm hoping to do a batch. I used to do a batch of sketch cards every maybe. How often was I doing that? Every month or two? Where I do like 20 sketch cards and put them up for sale in the Etsy store?
Yeah, for a while. I think you were doing it every month.
Yeah, so that's kind of on my list of things to do in May, is try to do another batch. All right, so I want to look at what colors the other ones were. Oops, not that one. Peach. That purple. So maybe I will do. Oops.
Zombie Bunny says, "Me too. I collected them when I lived in Japan, and my friend mailed me some before she left. I'm afraid to use them, but now that I'm more confident, I'm using them now.
Nice.
I can't wait to see more of your work."
Nice.
I had a pack of gray, like, Copics, like maybe 8, that were all the different shades of gray, and I never used them, and I put them like in my closet for like a year, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna try them, and I opened them, and they were all dried out, and I've never used them again.
You were mad about that.
They were expensive.
This is always the worst, is trying to pick this color. What did I have? I had peach and purple. I can hear Obi.
He's sitting right on my desk, like right where the camera.
Still on your desk?
I think his feeder goes off in 15 minutes, so he's
hungry.
Yeah.
I like that, but then I need to change your mask because I don't like how the mask looks now.
Zombie Bunny says, I got mine in 06, from 06 to 08, and that's why I asked. I've heard that you can revitalize dried out markers, right? Did you mention that already?
I think that
with alcohol or something?
Copic, I was going to say, I think that you can put alcohol in there to kind of revive them a little bit.
Yeah, I found that out much later, so I guess it depends on if they're out of ink dry or if just the tips got dry.
One of my favorite things to do, I don't know why, is to put the shadow of the eyelid over the eyeball.
Yeah. Only one has dried out so far. Well, that's good. Yeah, I think you can. There's a technique that I'd seen a couple artists post about. I don't remember if it was like using like a needle or something to like inject alcohol into it, or just like rubbing the marker in alcohol. But they swore it would bring it right back to life.
Well, when you refill them, you take a needle and that's how you inject the
The ink.
back into the marker.
Yeah, I had done something similar when I would refill. We had a printer where I used to live, and I instead of buying the ink, I would just buy the refill kits, and they would come with like a little syringe that you would inject the ink back into with, um, which it worked well. The only problem was 9 times out of 10 you would make a mess and it would stain your hands for the rest of the week.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. I got very frustrated. Oops.
You need to spruce up your stream and put like little notifications and overlays. And,
Can you do that for me?
yeah. Yesterday, I don't think you were watching, but Brandy triggered one of the newer notifications that I had,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't adjust the volume accordingly. And like I jumped, it was so loud in my ears. I think you also forgot to change the category when you went live, so it told everybody you're streaming Apex Legends. So we need to fix that as well. But it's a lot to remember. Somebody I watched said they make a list, like a little notepad list, before they stream, and they make sure they do this, 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 and this, like down the list.
Does one of them like take a shot to help with the nerves?
So now I have to open a separate chat program. Um, and then there's like 2 other things that I already forgot what I'm supposed to do. So I would benefit from a list.
You would benefit from a list in a lot of different areas of your life.
Debatable.
I have lists of all of my lists that I have.
Now you need a streaming list.
Now I want to play Apex.
That's for streaming after hours. You'll get like a cool transition that'll come across. It'll say like after hours, and it'll go straight into like the game.
I'll get that because you'll make it for me?
I can see it now. And then every time you get a kill, it'll trigger like a little animation on the screen.
Nice.
Of cartoon you like shooting somebody with a gun.
It's not very family friendly.
No. Cartoon you jumping on somebody's head like Mario.
Sounds like me. Just put a little color in her cheeks. The little bit that you can see of her cheeks.
Zombie Bunny says, I finally started to watch Game of Thrones. In less than a week, I'm almost to season 8.
Ooh.
I'm more of an Outlander fan. What are both of your favorite shows? She meant season 7. Or he or she meant season 7. What are your favorite shows?
Game of Thrones was really good. We both loved that.
Yeah, it was a good show. I like Westworld season 1.
Yeah, I haven't watched season 3 because I didn't love season 2.
I haven't watched it either. I watched a lot of Outlander for a while. I
It's
think
because you
like the
did some
first.
official art for that, right? Or some
Yeah, the sketch
sketch
cards, but
cards?
I mean that the watching it for work purposes ended shortly, and I kept watching it for many seasons.
Yeah, I think I
Still enjoyed it.
watched for Outlander when they went to America.
Don't
Did they go
spoil
to
it.
America? Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil it. I don't remember what season it was. She had a really pretty red
Yeah, I
dress.
think probably 2 or 3 is
Yeah.
where you left off, and I went a little further. I think
Um,
we watch The Office every night because it holds up and it's hilarious.
it's just easy to jump into The Office and just watch a random episode.
Yeah, I've always liked Community.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're going for all-time favorite, West Wing and Buffy are two of mine, and the Gilmore Girls. But I'm trying to think what I've watched recently that I really loved.
The Good Place. You and Ryan watched that.
Yes.
You're getting all caught up on Clone Wars, the new season.
All caught up in Clone Wars. What is that one that we just watched? And Jeff and Amanda were watching it too, and the finale was when we were in Chicago.
Oh, I was gonna say Downton Abbey now, but
Oh, Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey's so good.
Downton Abbey is
But
really
you're talking
good.
about that weird Stephen King show, right?
Yes, what was
I
that?
don't remember what that was called.
The
I was really
Outsider?
into it. Yeah, that was good.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's very weird to be drawing masks on people.
We watched The Outsider. Have you seen? Oh wait, there was another line. So I'm gonna read one and then I'm gonna go back and read the other one. Have you seen Epic's War of the Worlds?
Is that the BBC?
I don't know. I don't
So
know what
I know
Epix
that,
is.
there was that Tom Cruise War of the Worlds movie,
Yeah.
which I liked despite it being not that great, but I liked it anyway. But I heard that BBC was going to be doing a War of the Worlds series, and I had meant to look for it, but I don't know if that's what that is.
Wouldn't mind checking that out. So before that, Zombie, who is a girl, says it's Westworld. All 3 seasons is really good. Outlander. I'm on season 5 now. My family is huge Office fans.
Yeah.
It's on almost every day. And then Marguerite is saying I'm stuck on Outlander season 2. Amazon here is missing the first 2 episodes of the series, and I don't want to skip them. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get back into Outlander, but what happens is, like, I can't remember where I left off. So do I start watching the whole thing from the beginning, or do I just try to maybe read up on the internet on stuff that I've missed? All right, I'm going to hold off on doing her hair for right now because that's going to be complicated. I kind of could watch Downton Abbey all over again.
Yeah. And then watch the movie again.
Yeah. That was fun when we saw that in theaters.
Great show. There were a couple moments in season 3, season 4 that I didn't like. That
You,
I almost
after,
gave up.
like, you didn't want to watch it at all
Originally.
originally, and then you got into it pretty quickly, and then somewhere around season 4, you almost gave up on it.
Yeah, it took a turn, and I wasn't on board with it. And then you told me to stay with it, and I did, and I'm happy I did because it was great overall, and the movie was incredible.
Well, I'm usually right about stuff like that.
Sometimes you're right. Wow. Zombie says I've watched it enough. I could tell you pretty much everything about Outlander.
Those were books first.
My mom says Schitt's Creek is the best.
I see. I don't know if it's going to be my kind of humor, but I want to try
I
it.
I know nothing about it other than Brandy likes it and Amy likes it, um, and it's a comedy, and I think that's it.
Well, we know that it's similar to
Oh, that's right, Best in Show,
best
or
that
it's that
kind of
kind of
humor,
humor.
and I don't like that movie.
I do, so maybe I'll watch it.
We could. I'll definitely try it. I'm just not a like. There's a definitely a bunch of really good stuff that I don't that it just doesn't appeal to me that you guys like Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
And what is the other one that Amy loves? Mad Men. I did not like that very much.
never got into Mad Men. Zombie says, "Yep, collect all the books, movies. I'm more of a period movie TV show fan."
Hmm. Yeah, what I did watch of Outlander, I really liked.
I did too. I feel like it's akin to reading like a almost never-ending romance novel, though. My mom says you have to watch a few episodes. It kind of drags the first few episodes. That's what Brandy said about
Yeah,
Schitt's
Amy
Creek.
said too. It was like episode 6 or 7. It got good.
You've been watching the new season of Doctor Who too, haven't you?
I have. She's really good. I
I
think
haven't
I'm a
watched
few
any of that.
episodes behind though.
My mom says beautiful, Karen.
Oh, thanks. Wonder if I should have that other camera closer to like looking over my shoulder.
No, I think it gives the right. I think it's a good angle.
Okay.
Zombie loves the Doctor.
Yeah. Don't you love anything with time travel?
Time travel, and I'm in. Be the worst TV show or movie ever, and you introduce time travel, and suddenly it's good.
I feel like there's got to be an exception to that for you.
No, I dare you to find an exception. It has to be something I've
Oh,
seen,
don't dare me,
obviously.
because now I'm gonna. That's all I'll be able to think about.
I'm not saying that it's great if it has time travel. I'm just saying it goes from being bad to decent or good.
So what is your?
Randy says, "Ah, I didn't even realize my Captain Marvel made the Karen wall art." What were you gonna say about time travel?
What is your favorite time travel movie?
Oh my gosh, I can't pick just one.
You got it.
Groundhog Day.
Really? That's not. Is that time travel?
Well, yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
He stays the same, but the day. I mean, the day stays the same, but he like continues on through time. So yeah, absolutely, that's time travel.
Uh, would we say it's time travel?
It's time. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Doesn't the doctor say something about like that? It's time. It's not
Wibbly
time.
wobbly,
It's wibbly.
timey wimey.
Yeah.
If you could travel any way through time that pop culture has so far come up with, what would you do?
I don't want to travel through time. That's the
What?
distinction. I have no desire to travel through time. Zombie Bunny says Sliders, which, by the way, was amazing.
I don't know if I
Love
saw
that
that.
show.
I'm sure I did.
Sliders
No,
with
it's a TV show. No, I definitely didn't.
yeah. Oh, with what's his name from that other movie where they're all kids. Oh, his name's on the tip of my tongue. Where they find a dead body.
Stand by Me.
Yeah, what's the name of the
Jason
kid?
Bateman.
No,
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell. Yeah, he was the lead in Sliders. Loved that show.
So you don't want to travel through time.
No, no, no. Zombie says I bought my mom the whole series of Sliders. How many seasons were there? Oh, there goes the cat food. No, I don't want to travel through time. I just want to watch people travel through time. I think the appeal of it is that it gets so like hectic and hard to manage, and just adds so many layers of like stress and anxiety. Usually, like I love it.
I want to travel through time.
Which is the best? Which Harry Potter movie is the best Harry Potter movie? Prisoner of Azkaban.
The last
Why?
one.
Time travel.
Mm-mm. The last
At
one
me.
is the best one. Last book. And the last movie.
5 seasons of Sliders. My guess would have been 6, but it's pretty good. 5 seasons. Does it? I wonder if it holds up. Does it hold up? I think I watched it last when I was probably like teenager.
How old was Jerry O'Connell in that? Like, how old was he? Was it around the time of Jerry Maguire?
No, wait. Is Jerry O'Connell? Jerry O'Connell is that his name? Is he in Jerry Maguire?
Yeah.
Who is he in that?
He's the football guy, kid that they're trying to recruit.
Oh, you're right.
I know.
Maybe it is around then. He seems older in Sliders though. When did Jerry Maguire come out? Brandy says you're incorrect. Azkaban for the win.
Oh, Brandy.
And Zombie Bunny says yes. She just watched it recently, so it holds up. Now I'm curious. So what's your guess about when did Jerry Maguire come out?
I want to say 1995.
Ooh, close. 1996.
Oh, I was gonna say 6.
Sliders came out 1995, so it is before. It went from 95 to 99 though, so it's right around that time. 1999. What is Brandy? Wait, did I get that wrong? Maybe I got that wrong. I just googled it and looked at the first result without really. No, it says it's 1996. Oh, that was your guess, 1999. I should have waited until everybody guessed. Yeah, I would have guessed later on. It seemed like he was older. Tom Cruise still making hit movies.
What?
Right?
Is he though?
Yeah.
Like.
The new Top Gun. That's gonna be amazing. Especially if there's time travel in it.
Why don't you write
Tom Cruise.
a comic, a weekly web comic about time travel? Obi the time traveling
That's
cat.
way too complicated. Alright. Randy says, like the mummy, haha. Shouldn't say the haha part. I'm sarcastically laughing at that.
Though the mummy
Somebody-
with
Tom Cruise.
no, Brendan.
Brendan Fraser. Yeah. That was
Yes.
great.
It's a
The first one
great
was good. The
movie.
second one was.
Okay.
Wait, was the second the one with the kid where they have a kid? Or was that
No,
the
that's
third one?
no, I don't know.
The second one, I felt like it was okay. Zombie Bunny says I really liked the clip in the episode where they bumped into someone and apologized, and then they wanted to sue for liability. I think talking about Sliders, in which case I do not remember any of that show other than I liked it. I'm looking at Tom Cruise's filmography to prove that he's still making hits.
Oh boy. This Twitch
Hits,
stream is
hits,
taking a turn.
Here's another Mission Impossible coming out,
What? Really?
2021. Yeah, but the last Mission Impossible was called Fallout. Did we see that?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Well, it's a Tom Cruise movie, so by your definition, yes, right?
And before that was American Made, which
I didn't watch that.
I didn't see that. No, remember that didn't look good. Then The Mummy, then Jack Reacher. So maybe 2015 was the last time he made a good movie. That was Rogue Nation, and before that was Edge of Tomorrow, and then before that was Oblivion. So all those movies were great.
I get those two mixed up.
Edge of Tomorrow and Oblivion.
Yes.
Zombie says second with the kid and the mummy. Third one was one that nobody talks about. Yeah, the third one was like the one with was it Jet Li or it was Jet Li? Where it's like they go into the mountains.
I don't
Like
remember
it's
that
like
one.
snow, right?
The second one was with The Rock, though, right? As the Scorpion King.
No, wait, wasn't the Scorpion King in the first one?
No, definitely not.
Okay, then yeah, the second one. But the kid was in the second one. I don't know. The first one was good. Second one was okay. Third one was real bad. Brady says the last Mission Impossible had Henry Cavill, so it was good. I think
Henry
we
Cavill.
tried to watch that, but I don't think we got through it. There's what's the movie with Henry Cavill that I watched on a plane, and then finished at home and begged you to watch because it was so good. The Man from
Uncle?
Nowhere. Man from Uncle, right?
That's Henry. Oh, I was thinking. So yeah, Henry Cavill is awesome. He was in the Mission Impossible. That's exactly who you're talking about. Who's the guy who was in E.T.? The kid, Henry
The
what?
kid.
He was just in a movie I was just watching.
Is he still acting?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
remember
just
seeing
in
anything.
I was rewatching that Ben Affleck movie about his wife that goes missing. And Henry, will you look that up? It's gonna drive me crazy.
Kid from E.T.
Yeah. He just did it.
Henry Jackson Thomas Jr.
Really? He just did a commercial for the Super Bowl where they revived like the ET thing.
Yeah, Henry Jackson Thomas. And what did you say he was
Henry
in? I mean, he's been in a
Thomas,
lot
that
of
must
stuff
be it.
apparently.
Yeah. But that's when you said Henry Cavill, that's who I was thinking of for some reason.
And what was he in recent? What were you saying he was in?
It's a movie with Ben Affleck and it was based on a Gone Girl.
Doctor Sleep.
No, Gone Girl. He was in Doctor Sleep. I haven't watched that yet.
He was in Gone Girl.
Yeah, he was like a cop, I think.
Cop. He's not in.
Did you
it's
just
not
make
in
fun
his.
of how I said cop?
Didn't make fun. I just remarked. It doesn't. It's not in his filmography. Gone
Really?
Girl. Yeah.
Well,
He
now
was
I
in
know.
The Great Alaskan Race, and Gerald's Game, The Big Sur. You must be confusing him with somebody.
I didn't say co-op.
You might not have said Qualp. Zombie says, I love Henry and the Tudors. I haven't seen the Tudors.
I haven't seen that either. That's on my list.
Man from Uncle is
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
really good.
Chef's Kiss.
I'm done.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're just over an hour.
nice.
Well done.
I just have to figure out what her word will be.
Zombie says, great job.
Thank you. The other
Randy
one
says,
is
awesome job.
yay. So this one was a word I used from the last one. I'll have to figure out what she's going to be. So now I have 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And then I have to do this guy, that one. That one's got nothing. That one. Whew.
Great job.
Yay. All right.
You gonna take a break before you stream Apex later?
Yes. Take a break and have something to eat, I think. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good night.